When a Hindu woman does not wear a bindi, okay, or she does not wear the gungat, okay, or any of these things, she's not being punished. Okay, she is not being stoned to death. Okay, nobody cares really. Maybe somebody in her family would say, "Hey, we are going to the mandir today. Why don't you wear the gungat, or can you please wear the bindi?" That's it. But most of the time, they can just say no and they can move on. Nobody is going to punish them. However, Muslim women are often punished and abused and vilified when they are not wearing the hijab. So recently, there was a Jordanian court judgment in which it equated women who do not wear the hijab with sluts. And just think of what happens when a young girl is brought up. Okay, let's say this girl is 7 or 8 or 10-year-old girl. She has not had any life experience, and she's just beginning to inquire about world, about life, and explore all of these things. And she is told, if you do not wear the hijab, you are a slut. Okay, her mind is already polluted, her mind is already poisoned, and now she is made to feel guilty. Okay, if she were to now go and wear yoga pants and then go and become an athlete, she would feel terribly guilty because now she's exposing her hair, she's exposing her face, her limbs, everything to non-Muslims, and even more importantly, she is now beginning to dress like non-Muslim women. All of this is forbidden by Islam, forbidden by the Sunnah, because that's where I have to slightly disagree with Arif Muhammad Khan Saab. I think he makes a very noble attempt. He quotes the Quran and he says the Quran does not mandate the hijab. That is true. Okay, the Quran does not enforce the hijab. However, there are verses in the Quran that expect the women to dress modestly, but Muslims don't just follow the Quran. If they just followed the Quran, the Hajj pilgrimage, which is a pillar for Islam, it's not mandated in the Quran. How many times a day they should pray, which is again a pillar of Islam, is not clearly specified in the Quran. Where do these things come from? These things come from the Sunnah. The Sunnah includes not just the Quran, but also reports of the conduct of Prophet Muhammad. And then it's based on the Sunnah that the rest of the Islamic practices, be it the jurisprudence or the Sharia law, or their day to day practices, everything is formulated based on the Sunnah. And then the Sunnah actually mandates the hijab. And that's where I have to slightly disagree with Arif Muhammad Khan, although I completely agree with him in spirit. So the first thing, when a woman is not wearing the hijab, the young child is brainwashed into feeling guilty. Okay, she has to now think that she's either a slut or she's a terrible Muslim, and hence she better start wearing the hijab. But it doesn't stop there. In a lot of Muslim countries, those women who are not wearing the hijab are violently punished. Just a few months ago, you'd have seen a report from Afghanistan where the Taliban killed, publicly executed a 20-year-old woman. Her crime? She wore a pair of jeans. She did nothing else wrong. She has not committed any other sin or a crime or anything. Just like girls in India or the US or Germany or anywhere, she just had a desire to wear a pair of jeans. She did that. She was publicly executed. And this is the case in a lot of countries. In Iran, if you go back to 1979, in Iran, you will find during the revolution, the women are very modernly attired. Today, you will find all of them are forced to wear the hijab. So, hijab is something that is being forced upon Muslim girls around the planet in many countries, either through brainwashing, either by making them feel guilty, or by force, as it happens in Afghanistan, Iran, and many parts of Pakistan.